There is a very specific exhaustion that defines modern life. It is the constant pressure to move forward, to optimize every waking hour, and to deliver on the expectation that you are always achieving. We see the toll of this in the rise of the crispy college student, young adults burning out before their careers even begin. We see it in professionals, spending their days curating a flawless image on mainstream feeds, carrying the heavy burden of their societal roles. But when that performance becomes, where do you go? Right now, over 508 million young people are actively choosing to take off those masks and retreat to a completely different kind of digital space. To understand exactly where they are migrating to, we have to look at this document. This is the 2026 Tencent Marketing Insight report, which tracked the online social behaviors of the younger generation. The data frames this digital migration as identity downgrading. It functions as a survival mechanism, a way to strip away high-stakes societal expectations and find relief from the isolation of the real world. This report shows 63% of users need genuine connection and immediate emotional responses. Take a high school teacher who feels restricted on other platforms, afraid casual posts seem out of place to colleagues. She specifically seeks out environments for identity liberation. That liberation takes the form of a cyber true self. By logging into a space separated from their physical network, users can exist entirely without the burden of maintaining a persona. This leads to the phenomenon of light people, or danren. By shedding the heavy, rigid expectations of society, users can engage with others in a way that feels weightless and authentic. True emotional safety requires this lightness. You cannot be vulnerable and you cannot truly connect if you are constantly exhausted from playing a part. The physical world can be surprisingly isolating, especially if your interests and passions do not align perfectly with the mainstream around you. This isolation shows in the numbers. Look here, 57% use these platforms to find like-minded peers lacking in daily life. Exploring subcultures or trading anime goods, these micro-communities provide a shared language. As one user noted, you never have to fear being left out. Inside these digital tribes, users are no longer outliers. They receive immediate validation by surrounding themselves with a community that understands their exact frequency. This brings us to a fascinating paradox. Gen Z searches for low-stakes, burden-free socializing, yet somehow they form incredibly deep, lasting relationships. We can track this contradiction in the platform data. This chart shows us that while an overwhelming 92.6% are looking to expand their social circles, 90.8% explicitly want light, effortless interactions without any heavy obligations. The catalyst for this is a high density of active users providing enthusiastic, instant replies. When you drop a thought into the void and someone immediately answers, a connection sparks organically. These bonds often start with entirely functional interactions. Someone asks for a strategy guide to beat a difficult boss, coordinates a campus study group, or posts a secondhand item for sale. Because the interaction revolves around a low-pressure task rather than a forced attempt at networking, social defenses drop entirely. That shared, friction-free environment makes it incredibly easy for a random stranger to seamlessly transition into a trusted companion. Older generations often look at these digital spaces and see nothing but simple entertainment. But for Gen Z, these platforms facilitate the difficult work of inward exploration and self-acceptance. The report suggests that for brands, traditional traffic metrics are losing their utility. When a generation logs on specifically to lower their social defenses and escape curated performance, loud, high-pressure marketing tactics become counterproductive. Young people are actively engineering a more authentic way to live, choosing genuine resonance over rigid societal labels. They have found their space. The question is whether the rest of us will learn how to speak their language. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.